Large, we need help blocking off the road.
1615 clear last. I gotta go pick up my partner, then I'll be ready to go again.
Is there an available team that can go to Chem Med or the chemical building? They need a PD escort for someone who needs a medic. Okay, clear on that. Can you guys give me an address that you're in front of?
T4, we can go.
Boston 1. 10-4, it's going to be room 328, room 328 at chemistry building? No, Chem Med. They need a police escort.
Just to advise, we have all lanes closed. I'm going to start taping this off.
What is Chem Med? Clear on that. Chemistry building, 578 South Shaw. 578 South Shaw. Room 28 for a medical assist.
Have medics come in from Lake Lansing and Larch. We have an open pathway.
Clear. Is there any need to respond to 568? Gunson, 568. We have a bird fighting that there's a poppy and E. 14, anyone here able to go there?
Negative. Not with the siege for Lake Lansing Larch right now.
253 now.
Copy, thank you. It's going to be 568 Gunson. They think someone's in the house. That's the only information we have.
243 now.
Thank you.
513, if no one's mentioned medics to come in westbound from Larch. Yeah, that's the only way to come in.
Okay.
Disregard, they're already here.
Okay.
14, I'm with 1037. We're going out right now at Lake Lansing Larch.
Okay. Boston 68. Your welfare.
Oh, yeah. Okay. RTF3. RTF3. Boston 68. We are clear. All Marine calls are clear.
Can I get a phone number for one of you there, please? This is Alice. You can call me on my work phone. Who is it?
10-4, thank you. Can I have you head towards 1424 Hazlitt Road in East Lansing for an unwanted?
Alice.
Double.
Fire Center.
Your phone number, please.
Just to advise, we've got PD heading your way.
517-331-8987.
2-4.
We're clear our last. You need us on Hazlitt or Gunson call?
6-4.
Copy, thank you.
3-0.
I'll have you head towards the Hazlitt call. It's going to be 1424 Hazlitt Road, Hall Apartments. It's going to be 3 males banging on the door, very intox, being verbally aggressive and loud. No weapons were mentioned or seen.
Okay.
210. We have about 10 get them to shelter in place.
1136. I added our subject here into the CAD notes.
Command from Battalion 42.
Clear on that. In this is 568 Gunson, collect from the home man.
All right, hang on, everybody. So I'm gonna play. Hang on a minute. This is fucked. I'm gonna play the scanner on my computer. We're finding some videos. So can you guys hear me? Check, check, check. Bear with me. So this is like active. This just popped up.
In Grand River, got a lot of medics showing up saying they need to transport people from the Union. Do we have any info on that? Yes, 347. We need to have any witnesses transported to the pavilion, please.
Okay, and you want them, the medics to transport them?
10-4.
Okay.
All right, will you bring them out to us? Do we need to go get them?
It seems secure. We can have them come up to you.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
Units of the Union, just to confirm, it seems secure for the medics to come up.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
RT-19, we're going to be clear. Grand River Rapids. Head back to command post.
Acres dying. Oh shit, dude. We don't put something.
Fuck, dude.
In the Union.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
PD is requesting assistance transporting 8 witnesses from the inn to the pavilion.
Yeah, get some.
How much do you have to drink tonight?
Only one drink.
Just one drink.
Yep. Yes,
Final
sir.
answer.
Miller. I won't lie to you, a Miller Lite.
That's all you've had.
Yes, sir. You can ask Zachary.
We're going to rig up there.
All right, hang on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
16-12.
12.
Battalion 11 from Battalion 42. RTF 5. I'll be in the car with 15.
Okay.
Battalion 42 from Battalion 11. We got that handled.
2 or 20 out of 4.
Thank you. 20 out of 4. Confirm how many medics you still have on Grand River, please.
What are you guys all set with your last call? I apologize.
10-4, where's you,
Hey, Angelina, can you do you have a Facebook account? Can you send it to me on Facebook? NSM News Updates. NSM News Updates. Can you send it to me on there?
7 standing by and 2 that are going to transport people to the pavilion. Perfect, thank you. 347, Clayton County needs somebody to meet him up.
So there's apparently more
West
shooters
side, second floor landing.
that they're looking
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. RTF 3 to command post. Photograph of the ID was just texted. Thank you.
Person, Shiawassee Capital.
In row.
All right, hang on. I got some
So
more.
caller was saying Shiawassee Capital. There's a way the building for LCC. They had a backpack. They were like in the vestibule area.
This is the sound I need to go.
That's one of our handlers.
It's NSM. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
On the day. This is the sound I need to go home.
Establish a perimeter around that resident. 128 East Howe Avenue. What RTF is this? RTF 7? Yeah, 5. Thank you.
Out there, can you guys check McDonald's on Larch right there? There's a black GMC with a topper at McDonald's.
Oh, here, look. Oh, shit. A
Oh,
black
it's
male,
possibly
shorter in
involved with
stature, red shoes. jeans.
We're looking at it. East Howe. If you have
So
any
one dude,
need us for anything.
so one dude already, from what
Can those RTF go over to North Op?
what people sent me, one dude's dead apparently.
There's RTF 7 going. Is there any other units going just so we can know it?
Hey, Boston 1.
RTF 2, we can mobilize if you need us.
Boston 1. 347, do you want more than one RTF group to go?
Confirm DOA. You HMEI, please.
10-4, confirm DOA. I will pay Jamia. RTF 2, looks like we're just on.
Yes, hey, remember only. Hey, Boston 1.
So that's 2, 7, and 9.
Boston 1, what?
RTF2, switch over to North Ops and go 347 actual. Yeah, just advise the MBI that it's going to be a crime scene, so it's going to be a minute before they can come in and do their part.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
RTF3 can clear the scene. We're going to be a lot closer. We'll head to the 1,000. 877, I don't see any GMCs with the top or McDonald's here.
Appreciate that, Shay Clear.
RTF9, did you need us somewhere?
So I two units to College Rapid Lansing, and I have RTF2 going and
RTF3, headed there. We're going to be a lot closer.
okay. We just getting reports at Armstrong Hall. Someone said there's a black SUV and 3.
Yeah, I got the news conference ready.
RTF2, can you switch over to North Ops? North Ops. As we got numerous media trucks sitting up.
Yeah, it was on.
Clear on the radio, sitting at the quality there.
It was on the scanner. It sounded like dude shot himself. The police were walking up to him, and it sounded like the one shot himself, but they were looking for 2 others.
So I'm just.
And there's contact over.
Okay. RTF 17, are you still at STEM?
RTF 18.
Can you guys hear the scanner playing?
Copy.
And like, does it sound okay? So I'm trying to. I can't play the fucking scanner and a picture at the same time.
RTF 17, are you still at STEM? Senator RTF 17, are you still at STEM? Do you want people to evacuate? They're calling 911 thinking that they need to. Okay, we'll tell them to stay in place.
Oh, man. I don't have fucking cigarettes for this shit.
42.
We just moved 10 from the union to the pavilion. Are there more?
Cigarettes for this shit.
10 witnesses. I'll check with police.
We just moved 10. That's correct. 10 witnesses. Pavilion. Are there more?
All right.
Is there available?
The units in the union? Armstrong's checking good.
Is there an available RTF team that can go to West Holden Hall, getting reports at the loading dock for an unknown male with a female in a black Chevy Silverado? They thought it was suspicious.
RTF 22 was free and mobile. We'll check.
This is how everybody gets injured, because everybody starts calling on every little thing. Can you guys share this out with everybody? We can't. We're banned on Facebook for trying to stream the Jeffrey Dahmer trial. So, can you guys share this out for us so we can try to get a bunch of people here?
Where you get?
Make sure you guys like the stream.
Homeland Security Helicopter 231.
Homeland Security 231, Glenn.
Yes, ma'am. Reference Armstrong Hall. I've got 4 individuals with long guns on Parodi. Can you confirm is that blue traffic?
RTF 18, are you at Armstrong now?
RTF 18. We're at Armstrong now.
Okay, we got the Homeland Security bird in the air, and I think they also see the 3 subjects with long guns. Is that you guys, or do you know if it's other officers?
Oh, holy fuck.
Confirm blue traffic. Creating the LZ for the helo.
10-4, Homeland Security 231, you clear on that?
We're in a group of 5. We're in a group of 5 right now.
Copy direct, I see 5. Thank you.
For units at the Union, do you need any more witnesses transported? The medics are just curious.
Hey, Boston 1.
Thank you for you, sir.
Thank you, on the Eastern in the 2 ops.
Battalion 42.
Go ahead.
Hi, Shammy I. She's on scene at MSU right now. Just let me know when you guys are ready for her, and I'll give her a call. Sorry for the delay.
I will pass that info on. City Lansing Detective oversee. So.
Yeah, for Delhi and County Units Manager.
This way's 1042. I didn't copy any traffic.
There are no more witnesses that need to be transported at this time.
Delhi County also be advised medic service happening 17.
Okay, could you let command know that the Livingston County ambulance went back to the pavilion?
On road, 79-year-old male with difficulty breathing. Center clear midnight 12.
Copy. Battalion 11.
32 on Main.
5.
21.
Good.
We're at Deputy Doherty, about to back 40 or 50 people. I did a welfare check here. I think over the weekend, around 0203. We checked the call notes for a caller. If this is related to son.
Copy.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
Okay.
I'm broadcasting on both fire grounds.
ITF 22, vehicle check, 10-2. We'll be clear.
10-4. Spring 38, are you and your team still at Emmons?
Negative.
Okay, are there any teams at Emmons currently?
You still in the area, you need us to go back?
We just have a report at Emmons Hall. The caller said that there was a subject wearing all black clothing that yelled for someone to throw down their ID. Caller said they're now concerned that the subject was let inside and they wanted Emmons checked again.
ITF 27, that was us.
Copy.
RTF 27 is clearing Emmons right now.
24, I'm heading towards Howe. Where do they need me?
You just want to switch over to North Hop for right now. I'm trying to listen. I was never advised there over there.
RTF 28, are you still on?
10-4.
Copy, thank you.
You're good at 4.
Cannon 4.
25 dog and vehicle 63. I'm going to be en route up to Lake anything.
Okay.
He grabbed his fires acknowledged.
Last unit with traffic, go again.
He grabbed his fires acknowledged. $32 on Main.
$32.
Yeah, I know there is a elderly gentleman who resides at this residence. I do know that for a fact. I just don't have the name.
That's a how address.
Check welfare.
Yeah, I'm looking up the calls right now.
Thank you.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center. And it looks like I found a name. I'll put it in a call for you guys.
Okay, I know, sister was the caller. I know there's an older gentleman that lives here. He says son also reside here, so. Fire Center, you have traffic.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure if that'll help for intel or not. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I got a name of Michael McCrae.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Just to advise, we have a student inside of Anthony Hall that wanted an ambulance because she has neck pain from a car accident last week. Just so advice.
Are we fucking serious
Yes,
right now?
I also have a phone number as well. Oh. I'll put in a call. Are you available?
Okay.
Yep.
And you have your two-man unit, correct?
Yep. Dispatcher 42, do you want me to take you step across the block down? I saw you going.
Hey, we're getting reports. Can you text Skyview on Michigan Avenue? We have reports of a male on Michigan Avenue screaming with a duffel bag and smoking something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, 4, 3. Stand by.
Okay. 9 Adam, 689 Boston, 68, your welfare.
Yeah, so I know you were gonna be en route over to the situation that just happened, but can you by chance swing by Skyview? Skyview, got a couple callers saying that there's a male in the parking lot on his knees right now next to a black duffel bag screaming.
Last known location is the first floor cafeteria north end. Again, the description is going to be a shorter black male with a blue mask and a handgun.
347, do you mean people at the Bodie House, the original location?
RTS 8.
Yep, they're clearing Berkey Hall now.
Hey, direct one of the RTS over to their location, please.
You want RTS?
Last known location is the first floor.
Yeah, if you could, I'll get you another unit as soon as I can.
Okay.
Thanks.
At Pick and Save, shopping with
Shut the fuck up. I don't know why this fucking scanner keeps stopping. It's pissing me off.
Three shots. Do you think that's related to the call that you guys are on?
Clear. We can go check it out. Head over to Eaton County. Paul 21.
Are you still at the stadium?
Okay, I appreciate all your guys' help today.
No, we evacuated 30 from the stadium. We are now at Duffy Doherty. Currently evacuating an additional 40.
Okay, come in for
I know you got a million things going on, but when you get a second, can you take Canine 4 off that call and put me on instead?
My apologies, sir.
Yeah, LSE. We're waiting to appear.
Okay, thank you.
If you have 21, we're still at I am Central with 107.
Okay.
Canine 43 without James Perry.
2K43, can I? Can I? Copy, James Ferry. RTF 28.
Yeah, go ahead.
East, cause two people who jump barricades. I know you're going to stay on our telephone, you guys.
Two teams here working up way down from the 44 East right now.
Yeah, all right. So it is confirmed that the one shooter is dead, shot himself.
Keeping 5 and 3 Adam 24. Can I reroute you to the Quality Dairy Jelly and Dunkel?
Dinner first. TK 43.
Go ahead.
30 units are going up.
For both 5010 Dunkel. Got a texter saying he sees the MSU shooter. Is this Quality Dairy black male, bald? I see wearing a red and black checkered pants and he's with a fee.
He said he'll mind his own business. Agreement.
Copy, thank you.
Okay.
Switch south. Negative, we don't have a south dispatcher right now. You just got me.
Cool.
Go ahead.
We're doing so, 32 hit the top of the grid, so no bad piece.
You said south end. Copy.
We did locate, received multiple 911 calls of a shooting inside Berkey Hall. Numerous officers responded. We were quickly on scene within minutes. And there we did locate several victims of a shooting. The incident did move to a building in close proximity, the Michigan State University Union building, where there was another report of a shooting immediately following the first incident. Police and emergency responders acted quickly. We tended to the victims at both of those scenes, and there was an overwhelming law enforcement response to campus to help with this situation. I can confirm that there were at least 5 victims. All 5 victims were transported to the hospital. Some of those victims do have life-threatening injuries. The suspect in this incident, and we believe there to be one suspect, was last seen leaving the MSU Union on foot out of the north side of that building. We are just receiving surveillance footage of that suspect that we will be releasing shortly. Initial information is that the suspect is a black male, shorter in stature, wearing red shoes, a jean jacket, and a ball cap. And we will follow up with additional descriptors of that suspect.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, or good evening, excuse me. I'm Marlon Lynch, Vice President for Public Safety, Chief of Police here at Michigan State University. Tragic.
There are several different crime scenes that we are processing with our state and federal partners. And there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Special Agent in Charge, James Tarasca from the FBI.
Thanks, Chris. Good evening. I'm Jim Tarasca, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI in Michigan. Our hearts go out to the victims, their families, and the entire community. I'd like to thank Chief Lynch for your leadership tonight and your partnership. This evening, FBI agents and our response teams joined our law enforcement partners to assist in investigating this horrific incident. We will continue to investigate till we are sure no further threat is posed to the public, which at this point, we're pretty clear it's not. Additionally, we will provide victim services to all students impacted by this incident. We're asking the public, in addition to the other numbers provided to call in for information, we have the 1-800-CALL-FBI number. Please feel free to use that to call in any tips. This is an ongoing investigation. We'll continue investigating throughout the night and likely days. So with that, Chief, thank you.
In addition to the FBI tip line, we have countless investigators from not only the MSU, Police and Public Safety, but our local, county, state, and federal partners assisting us with this investigation, and there still is a lot to do. I'm going to provide another 800 number and email address for anybody that may have any information that will help our investigators as we put the pieces together for this incident. That phone number, and we'll also share it on our social media, is 844-99-MSUPD. Again, 844-99-MSUPD. And our tip line is tips, TIPS, at police.msu.edu. Our investigators will continue to work tonight and around the clock to process the crime scenes and start to put the pieces together to try to understand what happened here tonight. At this time, we will open it up for a couple questions. I just want to say, please understand that we are sharing information as quick as we can. There's a lot that we don't know at this point. This is still dynamic, it's still fluid, and we will do our best to answer your questions. I'll start right here in the front.
Is the suspect a faculty member, a student? What can you tell us about him?
So we are unsure of any affiliation that the suspect had to the university. Our investigators and officers are still working to determine his identity. Once his identity is determined, we will then look to what connection he may have had to our community here. But at this time, that's still part of our investigation.
Just to follow up along the same lines, are the victims in this instance students?
So we continue to work to identify the victims in this case out of respect for their families. As we work through the process, we are not going to identify or confirm if any of the victims at this point are MSU students. That is something that we are quickly working to determine, and that will be a priority for us. In the back.
Can you describe if they're men or women for the victims?
I actually don't have that information. All we can confirm at this point is 3 fatalities at the scene on campus and 5 victims that were transported. That is all the information that we have. However, we will work to determine the specific identity of those victims and their affiliation to campus, if any. Over here.
Were the shootings limited to the Union and Berkeley? And then also, there were reports that the suspect was
So the first question was the location of the shootings. We can confirm that the first shooting occurred at Berkey Hall, and the second subsequent shooting occurred at the MSU Union, which is adjacent to Berkey Hall. Victims were located at both of those locations. There were no other scenes, or a shooting did not take place at any other location. There were erroneous reports that there were additional shooting scenes, and that is not true. The question about what the suspect had in his possession when he was contacted, I cannot confirm that right now. We did release some pictures of the suspect. I cannot confirm if he was possessing a bag at that time. Go over here.
Do we know what type of gun was used?
We do not at this point. We do not have that information. That will be part of this investigation in terms of what type of weapon was used. We do not have that information at this time. Our investigators are working. That's part of the investigation that we're putting the pieces together right now. Go over here.
Do you have any information about what the motive was for this?
We have absolutely no information right now on what the motive is, and I can't even begin to imagine what that motive would be. That will obviously be part of our investigation. I know that that is going to be a question that lingers on everybody's mind. We will do our best to determine that, but at this time we have no idea. Right here.
How many law enforcement officers, agents assisted you in this entire incident?
The initial response to the initial shooting was overwhelming. Every one of our law enforcement partners in Ingham County responded to the scene, and additional counties in this area showed up along with our federal partners. I'm comfortable saying in the hundreds. We had hundreds of law enforcement officers from university, local, county, state, and federal from the mid-Michigan area that descended on campus today in a coordinated effort to resolve this incident and secure our campus. In the back, new 6.
Do you know where the MSU president is? And do you know why we haven't heard from her?
I don't have that information right now. My understanding is that she is returning to campus and has been briefed on this incident, and I can only imagine what she's feeling at this point. Our focus up to this point has really been on the safety of our campus and the public safety operations at hand. And we have briefed not only our president, but our executive leadership team every step of the way. In addition to that, we activated our emergency operations center and put our plans in place that we have planned for an incident similar to this. We initiated those plans, and part of the reason that it was as smooth on our end as it was in this tragic situation was because of the pre-planning, the emergency plans, and the training that we do countywide for responding to active violence incident. In the back, great.
Can you confirm how many fatalities and injuries there were at each shooting location, and how many people were at those locations when the shooting started?
Sure. The question was how many victims were at each shooting scene. I unfortunately do not have that information. Out of an abundance of transparency, I can share that 2 of the fatalities were at Berkey Hall and 1 was at the MSU Union. The other 5 victims, I don't have the specific locations where they were. We also don't have specific information on how many students or people were in those buildings when the shooting occurred. I do know that there were students in those buildings. I don't have a specific number. I want to commend the students and our community on how they reacted when we sent out our emergency messaging, instructing people to shelter in place, to run, hide, fight. Our community listened, and that's why a lot of folks in those buildings were able to escape, is because of following our instructions. I'm going to go over here in the back.
You talked a lot about the collaboration and the massive response. What led you to this guy? How did you find him?
So I actually don't have that information right now. The update that we provided about the contact that we had with the suspect off campus, was very fluid and dynamic and occurred right before coming in here today. So unfortunately, I don't have that information on what led us to his location. He was contacted by law enforcement, and he was contacted by law enforcement off campus. I cannot confirm that location right now. That scene is also being treated as a crime scene and is being investigated as we speak. We may have additional information to share relating to that in the future. Tell you what, over here, go ahead.
The 5 victims, are all of them still in critical condition? Are some in stable condition? What's the range of their condition?
So we do not have a current update on the 5 victims that are at the hospital. I am aware that they experienced life-threatening injuries. We hope to have an update from the hospital, and I think at future briefings, we will have a representative from the hospital here that may be able to share additional information as well. Sir.
Yeah, thank you. The shooting victims in Berkeley, were they all in one location, in a particular classroom?
So I don't have that information right now. That will be part of our investigation in terms of where the victims were located within the building. We don't have that information available to us right now. Right here.
Are there plans to close campus beyond the 48 hours?
So at this point, status right now, that is subject to change as we evaluate our response to this incident, keeping the victims and the students of our community who have been impacted by this tragedy at the forefront. If we need to extend that we will, and the appropriate conversations are occurring. I can confirm that the photograph that we pushed out immediately as part of our transparent information sharing is the same suspect that was found deceased, yes. Sir.
Just so I'm clear, can parents come to the campus now to pick up their students, and can students leave the campus?
Yeah, so we have lifted the shelter in place. That communication was sent out during this conference. Students are free to leave and go about their business. If they would like to be picked up, they may do that. We encourage any student that experienced any part of this incident that may be a witness to contact us. We have already been in touch with several of them, but if there are any students that witnessed any of the tragedy that occurred tonight, we would refer them to our tip line and email. We would like to have an investigator speak with them to understand what their experience was during this tragic incident. In the back.
To your knowledge, was there anything that confronted the shooter either at Berkeley or the student union building?
We do not have any information on whether anybody confronted the shooter at either one of those buildings one way or the other. Part of the investigation, we will look at the sequence of events and what occurred at each building. And that's why we encourage any students or witnesses to come forward to help us piece the sequence of events together. Go ahead.
Were any campus threats reported in the last few days or on social media? And then how did police find the suspect? Did he shoot himself prior to police interaction?
So we have not received any threats to campus in the last several days or before this incident. We have not received any threats to our knowledge. Obviously, our state and federal partners are constantly monitoring different sources to provide information to us. And to my knowledge right now, we were not aware of a threat before this. What was the second part of your question?
How did you all stop the suspect? Did he shoot himself before he made contact with you guys?
So I don't have the particular details on the encounter that happened when law enforcement confronted the suspect off campus. That will be part of our investigation as well, but I don't have the specific details of how that incident transpired.
What was the first time that the call came in?
The first report that we received was at 8:18 p.m. 8:18 p.m. We responded in force We had officers on scene, not only from MSU Police and Public Safety, but East Lansing Police Department, the Michigan State Police, the Ingham County Sheriff's Office, Meridian Township Police Department, initially responded to that scene within minutes. We had officers in the building following their active shooter protocol and going towards the threat. While officers were in Berkey Hall, the suspect moved over to the Union. And when the incident took place there, officers quickly redeployed to the Union. And that's when the suspect left out the north door of the Union, which was the point that he was last seen.
We'll be taking one more question, and then we'll provide an additional update at 1:30 a.m.
So we'll take one more question, and we are going to do another update at 1:30, which is less than an hour from now. Go ahead.
I know the scene with the shooter is still ongoing. You just found out about it, but do you know, was he in an off-campus apartment, in a car? What was the location in which you found the suspect?
So we're not going to share any information right now about that specific location where that occurred. I can assure you that it was off campus. It wasn't directly near campus at all. It was in an off-campus location. Because that scene is still active as well, we're not going to disclose that particular location right now. So again, we really do appreciate everyone. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm going to turn it back over to the Vice President, Chief.
I just wanted to end it with this particular comment. We can't describe and appreciate the response that we have from our partners in our community. The number of police officers, emergency medical service, fire departments that showed up literally within minutes to support this effort, it's completely overwhelming with that. If you were on campus at the time, you saw it with that. They're still there, still clearing buildings. It's a very methodical process. We had the numbers to do it. And it's only because of the relationships that we have here locally and the ability to train and partner constantly. And the communication is always there. It's a situation that when one department receives the call, everybody does with that. We're extremely grateful for our relationships. It would not have been as thorough and as expedient and as efficient that it has been to this point without those partnerships. I just wanted to take a moment to thank our partners with that, as well as our community for being responsive to the messaging that was sent to them this evening. Thank you, and we'll see you at 1:30.
All right, hang on. So this is the initial call that went out.
County units, be advised. MSU units, I got a shot fired complaint at Berkey Hall, 509 East Circle. 509 East Circle, multiple callers calling it in right now. 636-653 units declared to respond. 653 now. County units, be advised. MSU is responding to a shots fired in the hallway of Berkey Hall. Need units prior. County units for shooting is going to be in Berkey Hall at MSU 509 East Circle Drive. I need units to clear. Info for command. There's going to be a shooting victim. I'm trying to get further. I have a victim who's with the victim on the phone. Plane at Berkey Hall, 509 East Circle. 509 East Circle, multiple callers calling it in right now. 636-653 units declared to respond. 653 now. County units, be advised. MSU is responding to a shots fired in the hallway of Berkey Hall. Need units prior. County units for shooting is going to be in Berkey Hall at MSU 509 East Circle Drive. I need units to clear. Info for command. There's going to be a shooting victim. I'm trying to get further. I have a victim who's with the victim on the phone.
560, they need units out there as well. 55-3, basketball game, over.
I have a victim saying that there's a Nate Stately in the classroom who's been shot. They don't have the room number. We're getting further.
9 out of 83, I'm available. Can have that away.
Dispatch is 41. Room 114. There's maybe a victim in room 114. We're trying to get further right now. They do have the door barricaded. There's someone in room 135 shot as well. Room 114 and room 135, we have lots of medics en route. Just be advised, they're advising that there's multiple victims in room 114. They're advising that the shooter's in the hallway. Still trying to get a description.
Lansing North on units on an active shooting at Berkey Hall and MSU 509 East Circle Drive, 509 East Circle Drive. We got multiple victims at this time. Can we be clear on this?
I don't have anyone on scene yet. All I have so far is that there's a shooter in the hallway, multiple people shot in dorm room or in classroom 114, and there's people from room 35 who are jumping out of a window currently. Advising that there's one subject who's not breathing, who's shot in the head. We're trying to get further.
For Medic 11, Medic 12, Battalion 11 to respond and stage on a shooting at Berkey Hall. It's going to be an AVI. Berkey Hall, 509 East Circle Drive, 509 East Circle Drive. Got multiple victims in room 114.
And just be advised, there's also some people in room 114 who are trying to get out of a window. Still no description on the accused, last known that he was in the hallway.
You know how many victims?
We have at least 4 or 5 victims at this time. Shooters in the hallway right now.
Grand River, somebody on the west side of the building.
10 floor new unit, Grand River, west side of the building.
23, put that call on my screen.
Got it.
Have you head towards the active shooter, MSU East Leading. It's going to be Berkey Hall, 509 East Circle Drive.
Where I got a witness inside saying this east hallway, first floor. You heard that?
Copy East hallway. You said first floor. They heard shots.
Okay, I got potential shots fired to the west.
MSU units, I got a shot fired. The Union. An interior key for the Union.
Okay, clear. You needed that?
They need the interior keys for the Union Hall. Interior keys for the Union Hall. Tap the Union. Tap the unit.
Specifically, we're on the second floor of the ballroom. Specifically, we're on the second floor of the ballroom.
Can
Can
On our way with him.
I?
I made contact with RP. He is unable to confirm the address for me. Go ahead and clear it out. Where to?
Livingston Regional, the command post.
Last unit, Glenn.
It's Livingston Regional, the command post.
So for a troubled subject, 935 Vincent Court, it's been holding for 5 hours now. I tried calling the caller back. He's having issues with his son. His son has a knife, but never taken it out.
We were asked to go to Bessie Hall to help evacuate students to buses. We're here. There are no buses. Do you have an ETA on the buses?
Let me check. That's the first I heard of it. Dispatch to 347. Do you know of any buses en route to help with evacuation?
React Team 12, the students at Bessie Hall have already been evacuated. Oh. Working with that, we're recruiting vehicles for 2.
Copy. Aim circle has been evacuated.
Dude, this fucking feed sucks with this sound. This is supposedly, allegedly, the scene where the suspect shot himself. This area right here. That's what that is. Yeah, there's a video. This dude's fucking walking down the road. Let me try to find this again.
Maryland, it's possibly James Terry. We've got multiple calls on him.
Okay.
10-4.
82 to 84.
I got fucking gunshots outside of my fucking house right now too.
Hey, so who would be Beatrix?
42 to 84 or 93.
Fourth.
Fire. Still as well.
4 Center. 82 dispatch. Are they back on campus? Or are they out on another call?
Dispatch to 482. So they're back on campus, but maybe they forgot to switch their radios off early north. Let me check. 93, we're on our channel.
Windsor EMS staging officer from Grand Ledge 152.
Go ahead, one. Gentle, we're just flying some coffee sponsors up here. Gentle.
Yep, that's going to be 23-581-00331. 23-581-00331.
Thank you, ma'am. Excellent job tonight. All right, I was just checking to make sure you guys were clear before I headed out to Mason.
Thank you. You as well. Have a good night.
Gentle, we're good if you want it up. Truck 41.
Truck 41.
Truck 41.
Yeah, so he had a second weapon in his backpack with multiple magazines.
531.
I'm trying to find this video of
Yeah,
this idiot kid walking around again.
Copy. Sure you have the alarms going off. Engine can stand by.
19, utility, you can clear out.
District 41 copy. Corner.
You can clear out that Aurelia Township call and the Stockbridge call, please. 8 down 4.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll be checking out the farm at Old Navy.
Okay.
Hey, listen to something real quick. Oh shit, dude. Shit. Shit. Fuck this video. Fuck, guys. Hang on. There's fucking... I don't know. I hate doing this, though. There's a fucking call. So they're fucking saying victims' names, guys.
Out there as well. 55-40, from the basketball game. Over.
10-4, I'll show you en route. Engine 48 to respond on a fire alarm. David Twins Business, 806 North Washington, 806 North Washington. Crossing Madison, Oakland, smoke detector. Got a key holder en route as well in a green pickup truck. David Twins. Center clear 2020. I have a victim saying that there's a Nate Stately in the classroom who's been shot. They don't have the room number. We're getting further.
9 out of 83, I'm available. Can have that web command.
Dispatch engine 41.
10-4, Commander, you clear? Engine 41. Room 114. There's maybe a victim in room 114.
Fire's been moved out of the road. We'll take that run.
95, clear, send all Meridian cars we have that are free.
10 Meridian. Oh,
We have a shooter direction travel.
10-4. Okay. 148 from disregard.
Thank you, sir.
Squad. We're trying to get further right now. They do have the door barricaded. There's someone in room 135 shot as well. Room 114 and room 135, we have lots of medics en route.
Might want to borrow P-Class and K9. That's 5-1. Send all the cars, but leave the Delhi basketball cars at the game, please. Thank you, ma'am.
10-4, we have them en route. Do you want us to start LPD? Okay. 5542, I'm going to have you both stay at the school. 5657, I'm going to have you point towards University Hall.
5-2, man.
Just be advised, they're advising that there's multiple victims in room 114.
Okay, keep the decimal on the screen, please.
I have a 6-9, stay around. Stop.
215, all you fancy units can go.
10-4. Yep, I'm going to have you switch over to East Lansing, MSU Main. They're advising that the shooter's in the hallway, still trying to get a description.
5, Charlie 110-4, I'm going over.
4.
5 Adam 8, put it on us, and we'll go over.
10-4.
K85, you can throw all Mason units out. 5 Charlie 1.
5 Charlie 1.
Interrupt to the shooting. We'll
10-4. I'm going to have 12 Adam 86, 12 K9 85, head towards Berkey Hall, MSU. We'll be on East Lansing, MSU Main.
Lansing North on units on an active shooting at Berkey Hall and MSU. 509 East Circle Drive, 509 East Circle Drive. We got multiple victims at this time. Can we be clear on it?
Adam 86, clear.
What am I doing wrong? I didn't know people were concerned.
Windsor 171 from staging.
Go ahead, sir.
Clear, return to service.
Clear.
Windsor 170 from staging.
Go ahead, sir.
Clear, return to service.
Understood.
They're shooting fucking machine guns by me. And let's see if this is different. They're literally fucking lighting up my fucking block right now. It's fucked up.
Where do you want us to go next? I got a full RTF ready to go.
We just received a phone call from Phillips Hall, whose son is in the basement. Said they heard screaming and possibly 2 people shooting. Unknown time delay, again, at Phillips Hall in the basement, possibly a shooter there.
Cross-site agencies, where's that at? Respect.
Phillips?
Into RTF.
I've got RTF.
Yes, you. En route to Phillips Hall.
See, this is why they're fucking running around like crazy, and there were so many reports of possible multiple shooters because students are in different areas of this place. So that's why the cops are still kind of running around, but apparently they feel safe enough that everything's fine.
Copy. I have RTF 1 and RTF 2 en route to Phillips Hall.
Charlie 5, any responding officers, I need them to respond to my location at Unified Command so we can start going out assignments. I need RTF members.
10-4, any responding units to the Unified Command for assignment. It's going to be the President's house.
It's illegal. You still want to get that hall? Go.
What's your location?
We're at Brody. React Team 2 is en route to Phillips.
247, give me an RTF team. I need them to respond to the original location where this started.
Hey, I got Officer Granger that needs you to give him a call. Got his phone number if you need it.
173-347, RTF 3 is available.
Copy.
we had fire downs for two different locations here. We have fire down 6 and fire down 7. Could you do me a favor and make sure that everyone that is on fire down 7 has either cleared or will switch over to fire down 6? We're only going to operate up to one frequency right now. I'm going to stay on fire down 6. So all fire EMS on fire down 6, please. 68 of all.
Over.
19 words downstairs, 50 units.
19, you said you're all set out there?
10-4.
68.
Alright, any new unit not on scene in 22. Go ahead.
4772, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you.
151, we're next. Let's try 918 Mel, 918 Mel. Like I said, just walking around just north of here on the river trail was previously near houses on Mel. Shorter subjects carrying flashlights. Be advised. Next describe.
753. I'm on a Spartan. What was that vehicle description?
Yeah,
Yeah.
After Richard, can we clear out the suspicious person on East Michigan and the hazard on Lovely?
Description was a gray station.
And I'll go check that 4-hour-old alarm on West Off next.
Thank you.
Eric 93 from Station 91.
Go ahead.
See, here's look at here's a fucking picture.
When you clear the pumps, could you please stop by Station 91?
Sure thing.
See what I'm saying? There's people walking around with fucking assault rifles.
He's Lansing MSU. Hey, you were the one who was with the K at the Union, correct?
You can clear the alarm at Lansing Gardens as well.
Okay.
10-4.
Okay, the command post has a question for you. Okay, command post, I have them.
83, I'm en route to the command post right now.
Okay.
7-47, back on me tonight.
Sure.
I'm trying to find this video of this fucking kid
Are you
walking
talking
around.
about after the incident? We were out on the north side of the building on Grand River.
No, they're asking when you were with the victim.
In fact, really, one I need all county and Delhane is to report to the Delhane office for debrief. Yes, ma'am. Meridian truck 91 can clear back to Station 91.
I was with the victim on the north side of the building along Grand River where he is right now.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Thank you.
Dispatch, Meridian truck 91 on me. We're clear. We're going to return to Station 1.
5-6 clear. Clear, dispatch.
Go ahead. 5542 on me.
5542.
We are all clear. We've made contact with the residents. Say that they do not need us. Stand.
Copy. Myself and 5578 are still out here. I'm from around the house. Check that everyone's clearing.
Clear, thank you. 347, do we need some bus someplace?
I had a unit at, I think, Landon Hall earlier. They heard that there were possibly buses coming within Fanny, so they weren't sure.
No, everyone at Landon Hall should be getting talked to. So CATA is reopening their bus route. So once they've been talked to at Landon Hall, they should be good to go. 617, just advise we have no one at Landon Hall currently.
Okay, copy. No one at Landon. Good.
Bus and car 501 are going to be a clear our traffic point at Frandor and returning back to 52.
Okay.
10-4, thanks.
Is there an available unit who can help with traffic control, Grand River, Michigan?
511, command. 5 command.
Eighty-two B Mason.
10-1.
And there's some fucking clown on Facebook already reporting fake.
Go ahead.
That the incident's fake.
Systems being reset. Problem solved. Pretty clear and available.
Straight clear.
Who's all still here?
Deal, Kenny. Thank you next.
I don't know why this scanner keeps stopping.
Attention, pick and save shop.
Oh, Don and Nance. Okay. I'm trying. So earlier when I was looking, there was a video of a kid that was live streaming, and it looked like he had an AR on his chest. But there was so Don's like, how do you know it's not plainclothes cops? Because the fucking cops on the scanner were saying that there were 5 people with fucking long guns. That's why. I just can't find that video now.
Us to some MSU licensing calls. We're just gonna start clearing them out.
215.
Go ahead.
Madison 7.
I've been with you to work you all. Being right back to you, LPD.
15-year-old. 10-4, thank you.
For batch 50, Cannon 4, Madison 7.
Okay. At this time, I think we're just waiting to see whether they want us to combine them or keep them separate. I will have you point towards a suspicious vehicle, 4630 South Hagedorn. Just came in.
Okay, batch 50, and 22. Cannon 4 looking for a black Silverado with a topper circling the block. Occupied times 2.
4630 South Hagedorn, 4630 South Hagedorn. It's gonna be for behind the church, a male in a black truck. He unloaded guns in a duffel bag into a blue and silver SUV.
Stage near Cowles. Is there a specific spot that you would like us?
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? There's still reports of all type of people with fucking guns out here.
10-4. I'll be back on 4630 South Hagedorn Road. You're gonna be behind the church for a black truck, unloading guns in a duffel bag into a blue silver SUV.
Staging. From Battalion 42.
No, this is fucking live right now.
Batch 50. I apologize. I'm doing 1,000 things at one time. Did you think
That's why I don't have a video
somebody
up.
with you?
This is this is live. This is why I'm not playing a
Don't be by
video.
yourself now.
I'm playing the
Okay.
scanner on my other computer.
68.
For our command, you can send us whatever's holding in the county.
You know what I'm saying? Like
10-4.
this is now.
Currently we don't have anything holding in the county. I'll show you there. How far?
On East 19 MSU.
And you can tell too because it's
What?
I'll be clear East Lansing heading back to
talking about a lot of shit.
10-4 shows me.
During the incident, the K was located within the kitchen of Union Hall.
Gwen.
Verify with any unit at Bessie Hall. See if we still have 50 that are being hunted down.
Batch 50. Can I have you check out a suspicious person at the University Edge?
Center 1115.
11-15. 76.
93 LB 42. Be clear, MSU, and out of service. Have a good night.
You too.
10-4, good night.
155 Cascade Boulevard. Subject in a security vehicle wearing a police vest, white male, heavy set, 5'8", drove away but came back. Caller hasn't seen him before, thought he was suspicious.
10-4.
Two units that are in vehicles to report back to command post when a bit.
Put another for that University Edge, or are you good?
Keep command post. I'll check it out.
Where? 182. I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, well there's already stuff going around on Facebook with I'm not gonna repeat the
1615, you want to take another call?
I'm not gonna repeat the page name, but they're already posting that this is a fucking fake incident, a false flag.
You all set? There's your Berkey.
Fucking retards.
1615, go ahead for that call.
Dispatch, truck 91 back station. Hi.
112, we are at the University.
Okay.
No, so Jan, it's MSU.
Dispatched to University Edge earlier. There is security on scene there, and he is armed.
On the third floor in a casing.
So,
Where was that?
You can clear out for now. Clear on that. The tunnel entered east and the stairwell facing Howard Bay is a bullet and the casing Tatum.
Okay, get an RTF unit to that location. We'll forward with that.
And 1615, you can actually disregard.
RTF unit.
151, or 10.
151, okay. Just want to check on a suspicious person up in the north end. For Boston 68 regarding the Division Street call. She is there alone. She has not attempted anything tonight currently. 2808 Northeast Street, 2808 Northeast Street. Got an unknown subject banging on the door of the building. Silver.
Sorry, the scanner keeps dumping. So I just found too that there's so many people trying to listen to the scanner that the scanner is literally, they're dropping people. So that's why it keeps fucking cutting me out. That's what it is. I saw a news post about it. So I was like, why the fuck do I keep losing the fucking scanner feed?
Learn more at cancercenter.com.
But they're literally dropping people.
We need them in multiple areas. I can come back and give you or call them out to the radio.
All right, that way.
Okay.
BQ will be clear.
10-4.
Delhi, be advised your medics are responding 4334 Dell Road, room I is in Ida. It's going to be for a 55-year-old female. She's weak and the doctor requests she go to the ER. Center clear 121.
Clear.
Center Medic 2
Okay.
Ah, what a bunch of bitches, bro.
We've got 2 personnel. We got car 21 with 2 personnel coming as well.
Copy.
Center car 21-0 to Dell Road.
From React 13. I'm going to be clearing my traffic point. I have to go back to our station and meet MSP and 8 bucks. The ones in route as well.
Sorry, wasn't wrong. I agree.
Yeah, Gordon.
Cannon.
There's no one out here to give you alarm on Turner. Please.
24. 24. 24. Rest of lock up 1 adult female 61473. 124.
See you there, just 1 second. I'm talking with CAD driver.
Battalion 11, Battalion 42.
It's crazy. Like, surprisingly, there's not a lot of video up yet. That's really odd.
Work. Cars.
If you can stay there for a couple minutes, I've got another medic that'll be coming to relieve you. And as soon as they show up in stage, you both of you can clear. Thank you.
For Medic 12, respond on a medical at Anthony Hall, 474 South Shaw, 474 South Shaw Lane, room 1281.
Okay, thanks. Delta just asked me if you still need an engine 411. Okay, thank you.
Engine 411 is clear, direct.
One hour delay on a female student who was here complaining of neck pain. She was in a car accident recently and was in a neck brace. Be advised that I did try to call her 390 and it won't trace the voicemail.
That's from Medic 92. 347.
Okay.
Need available RT to respond to the civilian. We're looking for anywhere between 15 to 20 cops down at that location.
Copy. Any available RTF teams to respond to the pavilion?
51.
151.
Clear on my second.
Cover.
That's okay, we're up.
Okay. And at this time, until further. Shall I get anything else?
484.
484.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
No problem, sir. Yeah. Show you out.
In route downtown direction.
Cover.
44, go ahead.
Yeah, nice in the Air Force.
10-4.
Senator Special One. Dispatch County 111.
Pavilion 111.
I'll be on here.
Go ahead. Copy. Boston 61, can I have you copy an unwanted for Capitol Villa Apartments for East Lansing?
Second position.
Okay. Next one.
Dispatch 213.
1700 East Grand River, 1700 East Grand River, room 169. There's an unknown male sleeping outside the dollar store wearing a black sweatshirt and needs to be moved along. Lane. Good. We got a 8-year-old female who fainted and now awake. Center's clear at 128.
Receiving.
Cover. Scanning for.
Okay.
2808 Northeast Street's calling back again. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I'm trying to give her a TX.
Yeah, I'll go.
Here you go. Thank you.
First one, Joe. Dispatch Medic 46.
I'm not at 46.
Clear East Lansing back on Main.
So you clear?
Yeah, I got it, Linda. I got it up. I'm trying to find other videos. I'm really surprised there's not a lot of like students that went live during this. There's just a bunch of stuff with the scanner. There's a few videos, but I already played them.
Clear out the
Never.
It's crazy. Like most of it popped up on TikTok first, and then
215, 32, and 25 on me.
oh god, I need a fucking cigarette for this shit. I don't have time for this.
How far you want to back up unit? Okay. Batch 50.
9 out of 83.
Done.
I'm gonna be clear here for now as well. Switching back to Ingham County, man.
Happy, thanks for the help. Respond on a medical 4222 Chicory Lane, 4222 Chicory Lane, cross of Kavanaugh for a 38-year-old female who fainted and is now awake.
Which video are you talking about?
Yeah, 26.
The one I showed of the shooter? Which video are you talking
Happy,
about?
thank you as well.
I'm still trying to find this video of this fucking dude walking. And it looked like the butt of a fucking AR. Like he was live streaming, and that's the video I'm trying to find. I don't know where it's at.
Can I get info?
Did I play that one for you guys? Did I have the screen on? Does it show the name of that video? Who was doing it? Yeah, I just wanted to play it because it's like, bro, there's an active shooting going on and there's police everywhere and you're running around like he was heading to the fucking area with his rifle. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, I know what he was doing, but that's just like, that's the worst. That's the worst idea in the, like, what the fuck are you thinking, bro? It's the wrong time. There's cops everywhere looking for a gunman, and you're walking towards the school with a giant fucking rifle. Like, are you fucking dumb, dude?
This is channel 2. Is there someone in the receiver? Switch it over. It's got to be on channel 1, the other mic.
Is that what it's under, Linda? Fuck, how am I gonna copy that? Oh, it's on TikTok? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it where, like, people are like, fuck it, dude, mount up. Like, let's go. There's an active school incident.
Channel 1.
Right? I get that. But it's like, you're a bunch of fucking kids, and there's already reports of, like, multiple incidents. There's fucking explosion, you know, the B word that we got to be careful with. They're talking about multiple shooters. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? It's just dumb, dude. All right, 1 JB. Flyboy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Teresa Woodruff, and I'm the interim president at Michigan State University. And tonight, our Spartan hearts hang heavy. This is a day of shock and heartbreak here across our campus and our region. It's something that's quite unimaginable, but has been imagined in other places and other times, but we just can't imagine that it's here. We're devastated at the loss of life, and we want to wrap our warm arms around every family that is touched by this tragedy and give them the peace that passeth understanding in moments like this. Our campus grieves. We will all grieve. And we will change over time. We cannot allow this to continue to happen again. I want to thank the ASMSU president and the ASMSU and our faculty senate and their leadership for their leadership throughout this event today, to our police, to all of those in the East Lansing area, to the governor, to our senators, and all of the folks who have reached out to make sure that we at MSU know that they are.
Fuck. There's a helicopter outside my house. There's something going on.
To our students. We will take 2 days where we will move to emergency operation to give ourselves time to think and to grieve and to be together. To our faculty and staff, we will similarly provide to all of you the next 2 days to think and grieve and come together. And this Spartan community, this family, will come back together. Tomorrow morning at the Hannah Center, beginning at 9 a.m., resources will be available for members of our family who want to reach out there. We have CAPS and EAP that will be available for our students and faculty as well. There is little else that can be said other than we are a community that is knit together by each other, and we will hold each other up in moments of grief as well as celebration. But today we come together as a family and we grieve together. I want to thank Mayor Andy Shore and the other members of our community for standing with us. And Mayor Shore has a few words that he'd like to bring.
Tonight has been horrific. It's been horrific for all of the students here and around the region. Schools have been closed. This has affected our whole region, our whole community. It's affected families, everyone across our community. And I say community because tonight our entire region came together. We have law enforcement, we have firefighters and EMS, we have healthcare and first responders from all over mid-Michigan, from all over Michigan, who answered the call and rushed to campus to help. I've been in constant contact with Mayor Ron Bacon of East Lansing, who is at the police station. He wants to be here, but he has been in the police station coordinating along with my chief, along with state police, along with the county and several others. We know that now we have to come together to heal. Lansing will provide resources in conjunction with Michigan State University and East Lansing and others. It's time for us to provide the resources that our families need, our residents need. I've heard from residents and families all throughout the city of Lansing, in addition to East Lansing and from all over Michigan. We will come together and we will heal and we will move forward together as a community. I'm going to pass it back to Deputy Chief, and he will share more information from law enforcement.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Chris Rosman. I'm the Deputy Chief at Michigan State University Police and Public Safety. Over my right shoulder is our Vice President for Public Safety and Chief of Police, Marlon Lynch. And I want to start by saying that we have been committed to being as transparent as possible and sharing as much information as we can since the start of this horrific incident. I stand before you with a few minor updates that we'll provide, and then we will open it up for a couple questions. Please keep in mind that there's not much new information that we have since we last had a briefing about an hour ago. I will start by sharing an update that the 5 victims that were transported to the hospital were transported to Sparrow Hospital in Lansing. All 5 of those victims remain in critical condition. I will also share that the incident that occurred off campus with the suspect occurred in the city of Lansing, off campus. That suspect is, we now know, is a 43-year-old male. That 43-year-old male is not affiliated in any way with Michigan State University. He's not a student, faculty, staff. And we have no idea why he came to campus to do this tonight. That is part of our ongoing investigation. As the president said, we know this news is so difficult for those within our campus community and beyond. It's important to remember that the grief some individuals may be experiencing is normal, and there are a number of ways that individuals can seek support, including talking with friends, families, and colleagues. After this briefing, we will be sharing supportive resources through our police and public safety social media pages that we've been asking people to follow, as well as the university communications, highlighting other resources that are available in addition to the event tomorrow at the Hannah Community Center. Chief,
Yes. Just a reminder that this is an ongoing investigation that will involve multiple agencies that are currently here on campus, and maybe some based on expertise that will also assist in the future. This is a process. It will take some time. I know we all want answers, and we as soon as we have them, we will share them. That is something that will occur over the next few days. Immediately, we will continue to have these updates with our community as well as with our media moving forward with it. It's a process. The answers will come. Hopefully what has been shared to this point is enough to assist in what we are all trying to do, which is to recover at this point. The next couple of days, as you've heard from President Woodruff and also Deputy Chief Rosman in regards to resources that will be available by those that are impacted. If you witness people that need assistance, please speak up. Encourage them to seek help. Sometimes they're just unable to do it alone. And sometimes you just need to have a little assistance to get them going with that. Those resources will be available. We will now take questions.
Other than the 8 who were shot, 3 fatally, 5 who are in the hospital, are there any other victims tonight?
Yeah, to our knowledge, there are only 8 total victims in this case, 3 that are deceased and 5 at the hospital. Yes.
Do you have any updates on the surgical status of these victims? Are they in surgery now? Have they come out since?
So we do not have those specific updates. What we were told by Sparrow Hospital is that they remain in critical condition, We may have future updates, more specific updates in the morning as we coordinate that information with the Sparrow Health System.
They confirm students, faculty members.
Yeah, so we are still working to fully identify all of the victims that are involved in this case. And if they have affiliation to our university, we will continue to pursue that, and we will share that information as soon as we are able to. Please understand that behind every victim is a family and our loved ones, and we need to be respectful to that. And so we will share information as soon as possible regarding the identity of those victims, especially the deceased, and any affiliation that they may have had with Michigan State University.
Without identifying, can you just characterize what their age range is?
I don't currently have that information. No. Our investigators have that information. We're still processing it and working through it. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to put that information together and share more details. Over here.
You are, Michigan State Police will be conducting the investigation, coordinating it, not another agency?
So it'll be a collaborative process with that. We do have ability to partner. We will do that in a circumstance like this. The preference is for those agencies that have the resources and expertise at this level. They will take the lead on that particular step in the investigation. This happened here. We are the primary law enforcement agency. We will be involved every step of the way. But when you have resources like we do locally, at the state level and at the federal level, we are going to take advantage of those resources and utilize them. Yes, sir.
Was the suspect found dead, or was there some sort of contact with the police?
So again, we're still working through the investigation. Our understanding is that the suspect was confronted by law enforcement.
Is the home surrounded in North Lansing right now the home of the suspect?
I cannot confirm or share any information about that right now. There are several parts of the investigation, including the suspect's residence, where he lived, that are part of that investigation. I'm not able to share that at this time. In front.
Was the suspect a Lansing resident?
I cannot confirm residency status of the suspect at this time.
Is there any update on the weapon that was used?
No, we do not have a current update in terms of the weapon type that was used. That will be part of our investigation, obviously, and we'll work through that. We will share that information when we are able to. Please understand that we may have initial information. Before we share that, we want to make sure it's accurate. And so that's part of that process that we're working through with the investigation, is confirming the accuracy of information, which is why we want to be mindful of that as we share information.
Can you confirm what the suspect had on them at the time? A backpack, more ammunition, another weapon?
I cannot confirm what the suspect had on him at the time of the incident off campus. All I can confirm is what he was wearing and had on him on campus in the photograph that we released during the incident. Yes, sir.
Could you tell me more about how the suspect was contacted by police as mentioned in the previous presser?
So I cannot offer any additional information in terms of why law enforcement contacted that suspect. What I can say is that with the overwhelming response of law enforcement officers that we had from across the state, we began to deploy those resources out in different perimeter zones in different waves. And all of those officers were looking for this particular suspect that we identified very quickly with a photograph that was shared with all of the officers in the field. So there were hundreds of officers that were looking for this individual. What led the officers to come across him and contact him, we will determine that. That will be part of our investigation, but I'm not able to share that at this point. In the back.
Can you describe the residence hall? Is it like a security swipe card system to get in? Do you have any idea about that? If you could just talk to the monumental pass that you guys had, large campus, dark outside, just how you went about the work tonight.
Sure. I'll take the first part of the access and I'll turn it over to the chief for the monumental task ahead. The two buildings in question, Berkey Hall is a academic building. It's a purely academic building. There's no residence. It's not a residence hall facility. That building is unlocked and open to the public during business hours, if you will. This incident did occur before the building was secured overnight. And to my knowledge, there were activities occurring in that building as part of the academic function of the university. The second building, the MSU Union, is similarly open to the general public. It does not require any special access. It's a building that is open not only to students, faculty, staff, but to the general public. And that building was open at the time. It does have hours where it closes. This occurred during the hours that the building was open. And I'll turn it over to the chief for the second part.
And that's part of the monumental task, right? We do have areas that are accessible to the public with that. The task in itself is that we have 400 buildings on campus and over 5,300 acres with that. And part of the process of the response that we had is that we were able to divide and organize to be methodical in the search process with that to obtain evidence and to share it as they come through. But with a university of our size and the areas that we're responsible for, that becomes a task with that. And it also is part of what we try to establish here as a culture, is that we all in some way are accountable to each other for safety and things of that nature. With it, the questions that you were starting to get to with the access control and things of that nature, those are in the residence halls and components like that that are not open to the general public, but the facilities where this actually occurred, at the time it was open to the public.
Go ahead.
Do you know how long the suspect was on campus prior to the first shooting occurring, and if they had been on campus at all previously?
I do not have that information currently. How long the suspect was on campus before he entered Berkey Hall, the location of the first incident, is not known at this time, but that is something that our investigators will be interested in and will be following up on, but I don't have that right now. In the back.
These public buildings, are you aware if any kind of safety mechanisms were inside, like night lock, anything like that?
So we do have a robust and comprehensive safety plan on campus. Like the chief said, we have a lot of buildings, and every building is built differently, constructed differently, but we have assessed and we continue to assess our security features within those buildings. In this instance today, we relied very heavily on our notification systems. We know that during an incident involving an active shooter, that providing clear instructions to the community in terms of actions to take is very important. And that's why we pushed the information out very quickly that there was an incident occurring, to shelter in place, to run, hide, fight. And we implemented the training that we have had in place, the emergency plans that we have had in place, and we instituted the training that not only the officers had, but that we've trained our community how to respond to an incident like this as well. So it's hard to talk about specific physical security features of a particular building down the road after this incident. That obviously is something that we will look at, and if there's ways to improve, we will look to improve. But right now we're really focused on the immediate response and the immediate aftermath to this tragedy. Can you go over here?
I just asked the president real quick. When you first found out that there was a shooting on the campus, what went through your mind?
Well, I first tried to get the information. So it was critical to me that I have accurate information. And then my thoughts immediately went to the individuals who had been shot and their families and the students around them. And I think one of the things I'm most proud of is on a campus this size, how quickly every student, staff, faculty member immediately took action. They sheltered in place, and they did so for hours in order to allow our law enforcement to come together and quickly be able to survey the campus and set up the perimeters that were described. So my thoughts immediately went to those individuals who were in that room, in that classroom, and my prayers went to heaven.
I think you said before that when you guys were responding to Berkeley and Union, there were other calls for other calls that turned out to be false. Do you believe like those were intentionally false or just part of the chaos of what was happening?
Yeah, so just to be clear, the initial calls were only Berkey Hall and the Union. After the suspect left the Union, we did receive multiple erroneous reports of several either shooting incidents or incidents across campus at different locations. Obviously, that's going to be part of the investigation in terms of where those phone calls came from and who placed them. At this point, I can't offer any specifics, but that is something that we're very interested to determine and will be one of the focal points of the investigation to see if that's related in any way.
How many other reports were there that weren't true or false?
I don't have a specific number, but we did have numerous, I'll say more than 5, reports of either individuals hearing shots on campus that never occurred or reporting a shooting that occurred at a different location. We immediately, due to the resources that we had at hand that were being deployed under a unified incident command structure, we dispatched teams to each of those calls, and they quickly arrived and quickly determined that the incident as reported did not occur at that location. But I can't emphasize enough that even though we were dealing with 2 different scenes, we continued to utilize our resources, our law enforcement partners, to actively ensure the safety of the rest of campus at that point.
Do you know if there's any security footage or surveillance footage that would be out there that would be relevant for the incident, and will that footage be released to the public at some point in the investigation?
So we obviously do have surveillance footage because we quickly released one of the images. That image that we were able to quickly capture and quickly disseminate to the public. And we can't thank the community enough for receiving that information and helping us to locate that suspect. So yes, we do have cameras in a lot of buildings on campus. Each building has a separate system in place. But yes, I mean, there are surveillance cameras that are going to be useful and helpful in this investigation that will aid our investigators in putting the pieces together and trying to understand a little bit more about what happened.
We'll take one more question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Next 24, 48 hours, what can we expect the university to look like for students and staff that are still going to be here? What kind of presence?
You'll still see a continued presence due to the fact that we do have crime scenes that will still be processed with that. There will be the ongoing investigation of communicating with witnesses as well on campus. There'll be a lot of activity in regards to support for our community, as was mentioned earlier, with our counseling services, our health services. There will be notifications that will be made for where those will actually gather or take place along those lines. We made the announcement that 48 hours, the operations of the university will change. It does not mean that our campus will become vacated. We have approximately 19,000 students that reside on campus. We will still have things available to meet their needs as well. I can't say that it'd be business as usual because it's not. It's not going to be business as usual. Healing will begin as soon as possible with it. There will be a continued police presence during that time frame as well. But we'll have ongoing communications into what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we will definitely be here, and this is our campus. It's for our community and for specific purposes, and we'll overcome it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll close by saying that we will hold another news conference in the morning. We will announce that time once we confirm the time. It'll be right here. We'll continue to use this location, and we'll announce that time to gather back here in the morning to share additional information. If there's any updates that we can provide before that, we will continue to provide updates. So thank you.
Do you have an approximate time
between 8 and 9. Do we have a time, Emily?
a building, Berkey Hall, on campus at Michigan State University and started shooting people.
Additional information. If there's any updates that we can provide before that, we will continue to provide updates. So thank you.
Okay, so
All right, now that's over. Yeah, so Linda, I'm not talking about the shooter video that I put up. I'm literally talking about the idiot that was walking around with a rifle, not the shooter. I know I played the video of the shooter. That's like everywhere. I cannot find this video now.
$200 13. $213 is going to be clear.
I think everyone was listening to the press conference.
941, responding non-medical, 1214 North Grand River, 1214 North Grand River, crosses Seymour and West Willow. 21-year-old female with her eye swollen, sounds like it was an accidental injury. Second clear 201.
Like 300.
Sure.
Yeah, there was a guy that went like when I first pulled up the stream.
634.
When I first went live and I started searching for videos, I came across that video.
Thank you. There should be a second unit too.
And it was a dude that was heading to the school, and he was live streaming or just filming. I don't know. It's only like a 2-minute long video. It's not long, but it looked like the butt of a rifle on his thing. I'm not saying this is the shooter. I'm just saying I can't find this fucking video because it was somebody that was walking to the school. I was making a point of this is the dumbest thing to be doing right now when cops are looking for a shooter, and then there's armed citizens walking to the school to try to go be fucking heroes by themselves. It's fucking idiot. And I can't find the video now. I don't know where the fuck it went. No, I didn't watch it on YouTube. It was either Facebook or TikTok, but I've fucking loaded up both. It's not on either. I cannot find it now. I cannot find it. It was just some dude walking on the fucking sidewalk, and it looked like the butt of a rifle, and he was like, it looked like a fucking live stream. It was like talking to the camera, like, yeah, see, you can hear the gunshots, blah blah blah. I'm headed over here. It's only like 2 minutes. It's not long. But I was just like, when I saw it at first, I was watching. I'm like, all right, because like I was surprised that there's not a lot of video. Normally in these situations, there's people pulling up videos, posting them. People are going fucking live. I don't know if he made the video private now. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal. I just fucking I was talking about it, so I wanted to show you guys. But whatever. I don't have fucking cigarettes to sit here. Cigarettes and coffee I'm out of, and I don't have either, so I'm not sitting here all fucking night trying to find some stupid video.
With any dream.
They keep dumping people off this scanner. It's really irritating. I'm gonna keep like refreshing it.
Who to do?
Go ahead.
Can you log me out? I gotta log in and option.
Alright.
So then even apparently the 3 that were walking, I'm finding like those are cops now. I don't fucking know, dude. So hard.
Dispatch, buddy. Go ahead. Be clear, services not needed. Copy, straight clear.
I don't know. He must have made his video private. I can't find it.
Fire Center, MR for 453.
Right.
Yes, sir. Review refusal.
Okay.
It's just weird, dude. There's not a lot of video of this incident. I even tried to pull up. I tried to pull up originally the Berkeley cameras because there's fucking cameras out there, and they disabled all the cameras.
Dispatch, Battalion 111. Battalion 111, go ahead. Back to Station 1. Train quarters.
So I was trying to play that for you guys. I don't know. I'm not really like finding anything new. Like I said, I don't have coffee and cigarettes right now, so
Lobby. And we'll leave.
Dispatch Friday 41.
Friday 41, go ahead.
Friday 41 is back to Station 1.
Swing course.
Three, 4, 7, then.
Three pound, I'm trying to break operations over to 622.
Copy.
Dispatch 491, Spare McLaren.
491, shake clear.
Six, 8, 7. What? Okay, 19, clear of the library. Here.
Acres dying.
Copy.
Oh shit, dude. We don't put something in the fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
You want to get something in front of the door? Bro, yeah. Bro,
Yeah, get some.
215.
yeah, me too. All right, guys. That's that. That's the update. We'll post more later when we get more. Have a good one.
Thank you.